Go, 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 go.
Folks, welcome back to another episode of The Fallen Badge. Today, the murder of Deputy John Music and Sergeant Jerry Mundy, Wilson County Sheriff's Office, Mount Juliet Police Department, Tennessee. Deputy Music was 49 years old. He had 15 years with the Wilson County Sheriff's Office. He had a wife and 6 kids and 12 grandchildren. Sergeant Mundy was 43 years old. He had 15 years with the Mount Juliet Police Department. They had a wife. His mom and daddy were still alive. He had 4 kids, 2 sisters and 2 brothers. Now, the information I'm going to use for this story is going to come from Appellate Court, Tennessee. It's July the 8th, 2003. Suspect in this case, she's a woman of the streets. She's also a crack seller. Now, she gives an individual $50 worth of crack, and in exchange they give her the keys to their Mercedes-Benz. Now, I don't know what they call it in Knoxville, but in Memphis we call this a crack jacket. So now our suspect's got this nice Mercedes. She's riding around. She goes and picks up one of her buddies, who's also a woman of the streets. So they're riding around, smoking crack, having a big time in the Mercedes, cruising around Knoxville and here and there throughout the adjoining counties. Well, now the next morning about 8 o'clock, it's now July the 9th, 2003, Knoxville police officer notices this Mercedes parked in a housing project, the Walter P. Taylor Homes. Now he runs a tag and comes back that the Mercedes is reported stolen. Now, of course, the reason it's reported stolen is whoever she gave that crack to, they kind of wanted their car back. The usual problem you have for crack jacking is you get through smoking your crack and you want your car back. Well, sometimes the crack dealer's not ready to give it back. And of course, you can't go home and tell your husband or wife that, I don't have my car because I traded it for crack. So you usually have to call the police and report it stolen. So the officer, he gets out of his car and he's going to go up there and check this vehicle. Now, before he gets up to the driver's door of the Mercedes, our suspect, she throws the car into reverse and she rams the officer's car, and then they take off. Well, then the officer, he jumps in his cruiser and he starts chasing. Now, he chases them around Knoxville for a few minutes, and the chase starts to get just a little dangerous because the suspect, she's blowing stoplights and stop signs. So the supervisor, he goes on and he terminates the pursuit, which is probably right, because this is not even a legitimate stolen vehicle. Now in Memphis, you couldn't chase it, period. It's got to be a violent felon before you can do any chasing. Either way, chase is broken off. For our suspect and her buddy, they head out on Interstate 40 and they're going west towards Nashville. And she is driving fast and reckless. Now, the suspect was telling her passenger, I'm going to see if I can get this car up to 150 miles an hour. And she got pretty close. She was up there around 130, 135. Well, now, of course, as they're going down the interstate driving this fast, they're all over the road. People are calling the police, reporting this reckless driving. So different jurisdictions are jumping up on the interstate trying to catch her, and they're not doing a good job because she's just rolling on. Now, while they're driving towards Nashville, they're smoking up the rest of their crack, just having a big old time. Now, I don't know how many agencies are in on the chase. Some of them probably broke it off and didn't continue, but some continued on. But even when she wasn't being chased, according to witnesses that were calling in, she was still driving over 100, still driving reckless. Now, she got up near the Mount Juliet exit 226. Suspect, she told the passenger, said, "Be looking out because the police are liable to throw out the stop sticks on us." Now, the reason she knew about the stop sticks was 4 or 5 months earlier, she'd gotten caught being chased by the police. She was in another crack-jacked car at that time, and the police got her on Interstate 40 using the stop sticks. So she was looking out for those. I guess she decided she wasn't going to get caught again. Now, Sergeant Mundy, Mount Juliet Police Department now, he's out there. He's going to throw some stop sticks out there, see if he can't slow this suspect down. And of course, it's nice and wide and flat right there. And it's right there near where cars are getting onto the interstate. Now, down there with Sergeant Mundy is Deputy Music. He's down there helping him, using their squad cars as somewhat a cover. So, stop sticks get deployed, and the suspect, she could have turned hard left and avoided the stop sticks, or she could have went straight and just ran over them. Instead, she decided to go to the right, hit the officers. She was in the middle lane. She got over in that right lane and she hit those officers. She was traveling somewhere between 80 to 120 miles an hour. Struck Sergeant Mundy first, and then hit Deputy Music. Sergeant Mundy and Deputy Music were killed instantly. Their bodies were thrown 270 feet from point of impact. No evidence that the suspect ever attempted to slow down. Now, when she hit the officer, she also hit the squad cars, and that was able to disable her vehicle. Now, of course, neither the suspect or her passenger, they weren't killed, as is usual, it seems, with suspects. And they airlifted them to Vanderbilt. Now, I'm not really sure why they did that, but I guess they thought that was best. Now, the suspect, the driver, she was convicted of 2 counts of first-degree murder, and she was sentenced to serve 2 consecutive life sentences. Tennessee Department of Corrections. And unless something's changed, she is spending her time in the Women's State Prison down in the Memphis area. Deputy John Wayne Music. Sergeant Jerry Alton Mundy. End of watch, July 9th, 2003.